Alright guys, this video shows you how to make a watershed protection thermometer. These are becoming increasingly more popular with, especially with forest stewardship planning and just ways to kind of visually show the protection status of any watershed. They're set up to do minor watersheds, but you could actually use this data to do HUC 12s, HUC 10s, whatever you want. So open the Watershed Protection Quality Risk Data 2019. First thing you'll do is you'll notice there's a bunch of tabs. You're going to want to pick one that has the protection quality risk information. And what that looks like, that's basically all these green categories. First thing we're going to do is actually grab the column headers as well as the acres field. Hit copy, go to our example, and what we need to do is make one of these columns super big. Right click, paste, and then when you paste, transpose it. Go back, and then what we're going to do is grab the watershed that we actually want to use. I'm going to try to find one that has easements and SFIA. Alright, let's see here. This looks like a good one. Get to the end. Want to make sure you grab the same range of cells. And then we'll actually paste those, transpose them, have that right next to the column headers. They should match in terms of the number of columns. Alright, so then we go to this input data. You don't necessarily need the top three. It's just for reference. So we can go start putting in data based on the information here in column L. Not all those rows are going to be needed, obviously. NWI on private lands. Easements. For easements and SFIA, you got to make sure you pick the ones that are without wetlands. So for easements, I actually got to change that because wetlands are already counted for in the one above it in row 8, the NWI private. And 2C, where is that? No wetlands. 2C, and then forest stewardship plan. A little bit of those. Potential to protect. Those are the large tract forest lands. Alright, so that's what you're going to get when you are done. And these numbers in the yellow are actually what drive the thermometer itself. And there's a few calculations that go on to make that happen. But you'll see you're going to have to kind of adjust the legend a little bit, or the labels, and just click and drag. Also, the green here is indicating the protection line. So there is some manual work. It's not as easy as it maybe should be, but again, some folks kind of want to know how to do this. You can get the percent protected from C26. Potential to protect is the green. Not a lot of developed or ag lands, so you could actually shrink that down if you wanted to. So lots of different ways to kind of make this look pretty. You don't necessarily need a goal in there. SFIA already has a leader going to it. Easements does not. So you can kind of right click and play around with adding data labels to the ones that don't have labels. I don't know if I can get in to click on that one or not, but there's the bar here. Let's say we want to set the goal for 85%. We can just do that. So again, pretty straightforward. Add data labels. If you haven't done this before, so they're generally going to take the value, the actual numerical value, and then you'll have to kind of click and format the data label. If you can actually click on it, there we go. value from cells. Then you can go here and you can kind of play around with the different fonts and colors. Drag this out here. Maybe you do want a leader line. And then you can play around with the border of the label as well. So there you go. That's kind of a quick and dirty on how to create watershed protection thermometers.